What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Snake here, and welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks Blitz, where today we're going to take a look at the Uprising game mode. This is a game mode which came out like yesterday, I think, and it is going to be on for just about a week, a little more, so you are going to be able to play this game for quite some time. And today I've got the some tips for you on how to do well in this game mode, and also a little 2 to 3 tips and tricks on how to just, basically become really rich playing this game mode. So let's get started. Now, the first thing I've got for you is to play overpowered tanks. As you can see, the Sheridan here, it is an overpowered tank. In this battle, actually, I'm going to do 19,000 damage, which is, at least for me, the highest I have done in Uprising game mode. Now, why is the Sheridan so overpowered? Well, Uprising game mode, as you can see, if you have a look on the minimap, you can see enemies are behind us. They've got a lot of map control. And what the Sheridan does is that it neglects that, advantage enemies may have because of your rockets. So even if enemies control most of the map, even if they are pushing in from behind you, you just don't really care because you got those rockets. And those rockets are going to allow you to just stay safe behind hills, fire rockets over them, and just absolutely wreck your opponents. And, I'm just going to let the gameplay run through while I'm going through the little tips I've got for you. Now, another tip I've got for you is to not play too aggressively and to rather let your opponents play aggressively for you and then punish them for their mistakes. If you have a look, this T55A, and so he was pushing in for our Emil 2, who's a one-shot, so I just put my, whatever it's called, vampire burning blood thingy on him, so that if he keeps on moving, he takes damage, and I managed to do a lot of damage. This is something, or an ability, I think is really, really good, because it basically allows you to get a lot of free damage, and you are always going to see some opponents which are going to rush in, because you know that there is the ability where you get more speed. You know that people like to play super aggressively in this game mode, which is, in my opinion, a mistake. You have to always switch between playing aggressive and playing carefully. I'll come to why in just a second. So you can really punish them with that blood thingy. So that's pretty nice, especially on the Sheridan, which is overpowered already, but that superpower makes it even better. Now, my tip is to not play too aggressively, or to play aggressively but with a brain. You can see that this T55A on the enemy team, I'm not going to say he's got no brain, but he didn't make a very smart play because he rushed in, and thus, he just rushed into our main forces, and thus he took a lot of damage. So the thing is, you want to find opponents which are isolated and then try to farm these down. And of course, it's always better when you can go with your team, because basically you are less likely to take a shot, and then you can survive longer and do more damage. So this is basically the tip. I can see this United 2v1 is alone. I'm thinking, well, am I going to shoot him, or am I going to go for the 100? Well, no, I decided to go for the 100 because I know I'm going to be able to pin him with APCR in the lower plate. And this is already leading us to the second tip I've got for you. If you have a look, I put the flame on the C100. I see that he's tunnel visioning. He's driving backwards. He's not looking at his HP, and now he realizes, but it's already too late because he's only on 200 HP. Now, this is a poor rocket shot. Didn't play that one out perfectly, but anyways, if you have a look at the points I've got on the left, you can see that I'm already on 480 points. So even if I was to die now, I would be able to pick quite a good superpower. Again, poor rocketing. Anyways, I would be able to pick a good superpower. So even though I died now, it's okay, because I'm going to be able to pick good superpowers. If you have a look, I'm getting Inferno, and I'm also going to pick... Oh, I'm not picking Jagged Shells, but I'm rather waiting. If you have a look, I still have time to pick Chain Lightning. Exactly. Always look at your points. So I respawn, and now I know, well, I've got pretty good superpowers, and now I'm going to have to play a little more carefully, because, again, this T57 is isolated. I know I can nuke him. I just put that big Inferno into him. I sadly take Inferno splash damage from T92E1, but that still got me quite a lot of damage off. So this is what I'm doing. Pick up isolated enemies. Also, if enemies are in this fake death mode, then you can ram them or just shoot them, and then they are getting out of it. So if you ram them, then you can fire at them and actually do damage. So just a little tip there. This is what I'm doing. I see, okay, I'm alone. Now here I know I'm going to die, but that's not a problem. If you have a look, I'm waiting for my Inferno to reload, and I die while putting out another shot of Inferno into the T55A. Now, sadly, he did kill me, and I'm not going to be able to pick Chain Lightning too. But that doesn't really matter, as I'm going to go for Rapid Fire, which is really, really good. Now, I know I've got, if you have a look, I've got the Thunder, whatever it is, and I've got the double reload. So now I can reload quickly, do more damage every shot, and since I have Inferno, I'm going to do an insane amount of damage every 30 seconds. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play hit and run. I see, well, this E100 isn't looking at me, and with Adrenaline, I have 7.8 seconds reload, and I just nuke him again. This is what you want to do in this game mode. You want to play aggressively, but you do not want to be at the center of attention of the enemies. You always want to be a little bit more to the left, a little bit to the right. You don't want to be in the heat of the battle. You want to surround the heat of the battle and then just profit from free shots into the sides of the enemies, or just rush isolated opponents. And the last very important tip I've got for you is to play. Well, this is what I meant when I said you can get rich in this game, but it's to play with premium tanks. Since the battles take so long, and since you have these superpowers which let you do even more damage every shot and get better reload and then just give you insane results, you are going to be able to get into the 200,000s in terms of credits. And even if you play tier 10s like this, I mean, you're going to see how much credits I got in the end of the game. I did get a lot of credits, so even though I didn't play a premium tank, this game mode does give you a lot of credits. And now, since there is also again, another event pass you can buy, you are going to be able to get some premium time. And even if you don't pay, you are going to be getting some premium time and then just, you know, become rich and get some big stonks coming in. So also, another tip I've got for you, use credit boosters if you can, especially if you play premium tanks. You are going to be getting so rich. Like, you play 4 games and you made 1 million credits. I'm not even kidding. This game mode is going to make you rich. And also, the key thing in this game mode, just to sum it up, is to be aggressive, but to be aggressive at certain times. You do not want to be aggressive all the time. You do not want to YOLO in, unless you're maybe playing a mouse and you do more damage ramming. But generally, it's not a good idea to rush in. You don't want to rush in all too much. Don't be at the heat of the battle. Be to the left, to the right. Get some free, easy shots in, and just get rich. The Sheridan is not a tank known to make a lot of credits, and still, I got 190,000 credits for having fun, for playing an overpowered tank. Of course, you don't have to play the Sheridan. You can also play other normal tanks. Thank God the Sheridan is getting removed in a few days in the next 7.5 update. But yeah, this is just what you want to do. Play some good tanks, play some tanks that you know you're good in, maybe put in some credit boosters and just try to do as much damage as you can and have fun playing this very, very nice game mode. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, then just feel free to subscribe or to leave a like. I'd really appreciate it. Also, as always, if you've got any feedback or any suggestions, any type of videos you want me to make, just leave some feedback in the comments. I will be making the which is the best tier 10 heavy video soon. It's going to come out soon. I hope you're going to enjoy it. That was it from my side. Thank you for watching. Snake out.